tongue.
I'm really scared. Where is it?
I spoke to Jo Brand before I hosted it, and she told me that it was easier to host it than it was to be a panellist. And I've been a panellist on it a few times before.
Yeah, no, you look fantastic.
Have you been on the show? Have you been on it?
No.
Okay, it's so... You know what's coming up, you know the topics that are going to kind of reacting in real time, but also they sort of have to listen to you, you know? I absolutely adore both of them. Merton, I mean, how quick is unreal.
Came back for another series.
Yeah.
Great show. Tell us the...
OK, so I still haven't worked out how to describe the show to make it sound like something that anyone would want to watch. Like reverse clickbait. So, you know, normal clickbait is like you do a really showy title, and then we take objects that are deliberately as mundane as possible, like the vacuum cleaner or the microwave, and go through all of the way that they came to be, the invention, the kind of innovations, the like mad mistakes. And often a lot of this stuff that is in the history of these objects is
never really, it's the smartphone.
Forgotten that we have like surrounded ourselves by stuff that is like genuine wonders. Forgotten to remember how clever this stuff is.
If I had the...
Imagine.
Yeah.
All of the people you speak, people who've actually...
Totally, but also like sort of, I mean, there's one guy, right, who strap thing, and then this guy had this idea of like, hang on a second, why not just use your head as an idea, right? Because before it only seems obvious to us now because you know that's how headphones have every little bit of technology into it. And there's a story. So there's a story about when the iPhone was being designed.
Do some bored idea. No, let's...
I do think that we are at this really interesting moment in history where I think that we are standing like at the brink of... There's this thing called synthetic biology where you can like manipulate DNA, computing as well. And like when you... The pace of change is only going to increase.
Full, isn't it, as well?
Yeah.
You're a little...
Yeah. Like, I like to use optimism as a coping strategy.
But there is an accident, which it could... Where you do...
Yeah.